The Heischer line starts against the top line for Boston. Lindholm, Pasternak, and Kiki. Expect this to be a matchup we see whenever Sheldon Keefe can get it. Obviously, the Bruins get the last change here at home. Devils won 3 in a row before they've lost their last 3. Carolina's also run into a rough spot as of late, fighting through the human nature of clinching their spot. Carolina 1-4-1 in its last 6. Pesce finds Meier. He shoots. He scores! Timo Meier puts it in, and the Devils capitalize on the strong play with the game's first goal.
Well, the Devils have been very crisp and sharp with their passing. Remember, anything can happen in Jersey. And look at every pass, tape to tape. I know that one went off the boards, but it was right in the vicinity, and then goes right to Timo Meier as the Devils. Good little pass there from Brett Pesce to Timo Meier as he joins the attack. It was a good shift by the Bruins.
David Pasternak enters the zone. He cuts the inside. He is hammered by Johnny Kovacevic. Sharp angle shot. Jadorov didn't go. Delayed penalty coming on New Jersey. Here's a fired shot. Score. Kiki puts it in and ties the game. So, Dano, the Bruins string together a couple of good shifts and score.
And then they get their top guys out there and they follow it up. Jadorov from the defensive position. He keeps the play alive, goes around the net. Devils had a delay.
Devils had to kill off 2 Bruins power plays in the first period. New Jersey did not have a man advantage. As for Pasternak, he gathers it in, he scores! David Pasternak just keeps filling it up down the stretch. His 43rd goal of the year, and Boston leads.
This is a little bit ridiculous, as well as incredible hands again. Ends up getting through. I thought Heischer makes a really good play right there, pokes the puck away, but the puck ends up going off Luke Hughes' skate.
Nemitz has taken Luke Hughes' spot. Bratt sidesteps, down low, Nason turns it, Meier shot, and somehow Swayman got it. It sneaks out, the Devils score!
Right, he comes, he scores the big goals. You know, he's not scoring.
Nemitz scores off Swayman's blocker and in!
His own body, as that gives the Devils.
After a holding call against Vinny Lettieri, Devils scored on their first power play. They had 5 shots on goal on that opening power play as well.
One last thing on Gorev is invaluable.
Luke Hughes will move it for Nico Heischer. Back to the front, scores! Dawson Mercer gets inside positioning on Jadorov and deflects it in.
Well, that's why I stopped in mid-sentence, Bill, as Mercer gets one by another goaltender, a Bruin, as he has his stick in the ice. Good battle there right along the wall with Peak by Mercer. Hughes over to Heischer, and look at Mercer. Where does he go? Front of the net.
This pass broken up by Stefan Nason. Nason works part of the way up the wall. Lauko back to the front, and Allen makes a good save. Turning shot! John Farinacci in his NHL debut puts it in.
With a good shot to make it a 1-goal game again, but you see right here, Nason ends up just chipping that puck up the wall. Boston stays.
5 minutes in the third period. Devils still up by 1. Of course, follow us. Follow at Devils MSGSN and at the Devils as well for scheduling notes. As it's time now, Coach Nadinov.
Need to go inside and steal that puck. He does just that and finds Witherspoon, who.
Pesce fighting for it defensively. 5 seconds to go. Puck is there sitting along the wall. Pasternak tries to shovel it out with 2, now 1, and we are headed to an extra session here. 1:20 down in overtime, 3:40 to go. Meier spins off for Eric Holla. Mercer, full head of steam, enters the zone, drops it back to Brian Dumoulin. Down Broadway, he shoots, he scores! Brian Dumoulin's first Devils goal is an overtime winner.
And you're going to need, Bill, some unlikely sources to score big goals come playoff time. And Dumoulin with a wicked wrist shot wins it in overtime for the Devils. But see Mercer there, the nice drop pass. Then he drives the net, takes Lori with him, allowing some time for Dumoulin.
Boy, that is a bit poetic. The New England native coming back to Boston, scored his first Devils goal